tighten it, there's a bit of a, like a little extra thing here in the beginning, and you don't want the key down here when you do that, because then you go up there. So when you attach the blade, you always have the key pointing upwards for the first, and then you can do however you like it. You have your snath and your blade and your ring and your IKEA key that goes with it. And this key is the same for the Austrian rings. It's just the shape of the ring that's different, not how you fasten it. The blade, this part is called a tang in English, tånge in Swedish, and in English this one I think is called the nib. But this bit is very important for fastening the blade and keeping it in place, because it's partnered with the hole in the tang, in the snath. So the nib goes in the hole of the snath, and then you fasten this whole thing with the ring. So, and the screws should be on the same side as the hole and as the hole. Okay, let's just mount this thing. Okay. I put it here. Put the ring up. I want the ring fairly high, basically as high as it goes. If I put it down here, it's more likely to wobble. It's not fixed. So you put it up. Yeah. Sometimes you need to have it just like half a centimeter down or something, just because the blade is maybe in the way. But yeah, up. Now before, I can fasten it to show you soon, but I just want to show you also. Here I have a choice now. Do I put it here or here? Where do I fasten it? In this position, on this position, or somewhere in between? Upwards?
I would say so.
Mm-hmm. How do you find that out?
With the test.
Okay. Well, I'll show you another method of deciding that, which is a little bit more reliable, maybe, it's not a matter of taste. What I usually do is I put it in one extreme end, maybe the furthest. I just leave it to hang here, and then I fasten it so that it doesn't move around. So just not tightly, but just make it sit there so it doesn't. And then I go to a wall or a tree. We'll go to a tree. Is there a tree here? When I'm by the wall or a tree or whatever object, a pole or something, I put the size, in a vertical, the snap in a vertical position here, and then I sort of tip it so it's sort of where, in this vertical line here. I put something here for reference, or I just make a note that here's where the bar divides or whatever. There's a line on the wall of a building or something.
Don't use the finger.
Yeah. I mean, it's safer to use the finger if you go with the tip first. You cannot not do it. Okay, so we'll use the key or use the reference point, and then I check. Okay, what's the difference here from the base and down? It's the measurement, and you can see that this is something like 7 or 8 centimeters, maybe. I don't know. We don't need to know exactly that, but it's more than 5 centimeters, I would say, more than 3. This measurement is kind of like if you measure going from here down to the bottom with a measuring tape. Distance here. Bottom with a measuring tape. This distance is say 7 centimeters longer. This is called the hafting angle, and it affects when you mow. It's, if the tip is too far down, you won't really cut much, and if it's too high, you will cut so much that you will leave strokes of grass. You won't be able to get a clean finished cut from the start to the finish. You will leave strands. There's like a sweet spot somewhere in between. As a general rule, you absolutely never want the tip to be higher than the base here. The beard, I think it's called, actually. So you can sometimes maybe have it at 0. So this and this is exactly at the same height. Most of the time you want the tip to be at least 2 centimeters down on a 65 centimeter blade. Somewhere between 2 and 5 centimeters. That depends a little bit on your mowing style. I say 3 is usually good. 3 centimeters down, something like that. 2, 3. And if you have a longer blade, the tip will be further down. So really long blades can be 10, 15 centimeters down if they're like a meter long blade or something. So, but that's something, 2, 3 centimeters, the 2 fingers down or something. But anyway, what we're seeing here is that the tip is too far down now. And of course I did mount it at the extreme here, so if I loosen the screw again, and I raise it a little bit, I'm putting it somewhere in the middle now.